everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and today we are going to do a budget with me for our first paychecks in May. So we previously went ahead and did our monthly overview, and so for this month we've got Mother's Day on the 12th and my dad has a birthday on the 16th, and so we are going to be bringing in that money into our budget for this paycheck. Also, I still have the $1,600 we saved for the past 2 months, so March and April, for the 10K savings challenge. So I'm going to use that to cash stuff our first cash stuffing of May. And so I feel kind of weird doing it because it's not money we've technically earned yet, but I guess this is kind of the point of wanting to build a 1 month ahead fund, because you are basically saving money to pay yourself, and then as you get paid, you replenish that savings. And so basically that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in that $1,600, and then as we get paid, I am going to send that money to the bank to pay back the house savings. So I hope that made sense. Let's get started. So for our first 2 checks in May, we are expecting about $4,100. My husband worked a little overtime, so I am budgeting a little more for his next paycheck. And then we are going to be bringing in some of our savings. So for the total, our budget we are going to be working with is $5,947. So although I would love to be bringing that in every 2 weeks, this is not a reflection of our actual paychecks. This is us bringing in some savings as well. So let's get started first with bills. And first and foremost, we tithe, and so our tithe will be $410. Next, we have our son's preschool, which is $260. We'll have State Farm for $300, and I still need to call on State Farm. Next is Hulu for $98. Spotify for $19. And our rent for $1,200. So let me get my calculator right quick. And let's add these together. And that is $22.87. Okay. So now let's do $59.47 minus our total bills, and that gives us $36.60 left. So I did not list our truck payment with our bills because our truck is technically our only debt left, and so I am going to put that down as a debt. Let's hold off on that and let's go ahead and do variable next. So for groceries, I am going to budget $240. Dining out, I'm going to budget $160. For gas, I'm going to budget $75. Household is kind of like our plug number, so I'm going to budget $179. And then we have a couple of other events. So we have the birthday, which will be $100. We have Mother's Day, and I'm going to be bringing in $150. And next, I am going to go ahead and do my grad application, and that is going to be $50. And then we owe for the processing of our tax return, so that is $85. So I want to go ahead and get my grad application in. I don't think I can start until the fall, but I kind of want to go ahead and get it in so that I can see what I need to do beforehand. So the school I'm looking at, I think, requires you to take like do like a seminar or something, like a intro to the school or whatever. And so I want to make sure that's done before I start classes. And so I want to make sure my application is in and approved and everything is good so that I can get started on that. And then I also want to find out basically about tuition so we can start saving that money or figuring out if I'm going to have to take out student loans again. So I'd rather not, but I don't know. So I just want to get that process started so we can start working on it. So our variable spending is $1,039. And that leaves us $2,621 remaining. Okay, so let's go back up here to the top, and now I'm going to list our debt. And our only debt now is the truck. So we are not currently paying extra on this. This is just a minimum. So our minimum payment is $600. So that will give us $2,021 left. All right, so now for savings. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot a bill. So we should have also had our gym membership, which is $11 over here in the bills. So I'm not going to scratch it off. But let's keep going. So technically we have 2021 minus 11 should give us 2010 left. So we have our 2 high yield savings accounts, and those are both $50. For our 10K savings, I am actually saving the amount for June because it's a higher amount, so it's $930. I get paid 3 times in the month of May, so I wanted to go ahead and put the higher number where our extra check is. And so for every check, we should be splitting that by 310. So 310 is going to go towards our 10K savings challenge, and that should give us $1,600 to work with. I'm not consistent. Sorry about that. So that should give us 0 remaining. Now let's do our summary down here. So for bills, let's go ahead and add this $22.87 plus that 11. Our bills should be $22.98. For variable, we had $1,039. For debt, we have just our minimum car payment, which is $600. And then for savings, we should have $2,010. And that gives us our zero-based budget. So I do have a breakout of what I want to put in our cash envelopes. And so my breakdown is actually in my A5 rings binder. So I'm just going to flip the page and do this on the notes page. I did purchase some stuff from the Aesthetic Dollars sale she just had on Friday, and so I did get the, I think it's the cash planning notepad, and so I will be able to use that in future videos. But for now, I will go ahead and write down what I want to take out for cash. So let me just go ahead and put this is for our first 2 paychecks of May, and so for the first 10K, we need $310. For car registration, we are going to do $30. For car maintenance, we're going to do $50. And y'all know me, I will probably consolidate as I go, because or cash condense, I guess, because I really don't like having a lot of bills. So the next one will be home. Then we have medical. I also want to replenish the cash from our emergency fund we had to pull, but that will probably be a balance or just like a transfer, so I'm not going to be using cash for that. So Christmas is going to get its usual $200. Birthdays, I will need $100. Father's Day is $50. We are going to go ahead and put $200 into our 1 month ahead fund. So I am going to put $200 into my envelope. 100 of that is just going to replace the star note, so that's actually going towards savings. And then the other 100 is a gift for Mother's Day. My son likes the $10 bill, so I'm going to give him a 10 in his envelope. Vacation is going to get 40. Family fun is going to get 50. And then B-Day party is going to get 50. That gives us $14.80. So the other $120 is from the transfer of the $120 to our emergency fund. So that is it for today's video. Stay tuned for our cash stuffing, and I will see you in the next one. Hope y'all have a great day and a wonderful week. See you next time. Bye.